This shiz never fails me. Seriously, it's insane. Well, good morning, my Wednesday warriors, angels of light and love, and my divine panel. You are welcome to do your thing, to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. It is early morning. I started at 3 a.m. and I was like, hey, I can get up. And then I started working on a video, the one that I told you about, like June 9th, or not June 9th, but it's June something, the very beginning of June. And then I started feeling sleepy. I was like, oh, shiz, I gotta go to sleep. So I honored that. And I was like, there was a hint of like, oh, somebody did some spell work. So they don't want me to advance like the manifestation of things. But I'm like, Tina, you are so powerful. You are so powerful. Just allow yourself to go to sleep. Give into it, because you know what? It's overdue. You're due for your beauty rest. That's your time. So like, however the divine sees fit in giving that to you, that's still a frickin' blessing. Come on. So then I wake up again at 6 o'clock. I was like, hey, I'm up. I can do this. Then I decided to start on my own rather than straight up get on here. And so I was like, what used to make me happy? Like what, like before I even, when I was a kid, before like I even knew how to drive, what did I resort to? What made me happy? And you know, we had cereal or whatnot, but like I always have this the feelings for toast. Toast always rocks it for me. I don't even know why you forget about the most simple things. Like I've come to the point where like in my head I'm like, bread should only, like, I'm so old school sometimes that like I'm like, bread should only cost like about $1. You know, bread should not cost more than $2. And so like every now and then, like especially if it's not really for sandwiches, or if I'm just in the mood for like bite-sized sandwiches, I'll get the little rinky-dink like little size bread, you know. And so I'll do that. And so I got a couple of loaves that were marked down. And so I was like, yeah, $1 or less. And anyway, it still serves its purpose. It does it for me. I had 3 pieces of toast. I don't need any other ish on it. I don't need no butter on it. I'm fine. Sometimes I'm just fine with toast. I have learned how to eat toast in a way that pleases me. In a way that you should not eat it in public like that. But it pleases me to have bread like that. And so, yeah, so okay, and then here I am, deciding to do my thing, and I obviously I took a shower late at night, and it was I didn't want to pop back up on here like so immediately. I want to give my rest in between, you know. So principles, and it's time to start acting like one. But like not so rigid. Do it the Tina way. And so good morning. It feels like a Friday, I swear. It feels like a Friday. But after I had that and my bit of coffee, I was like, look, I'm doing just fine. I'm doing great. And there are some things on the list. I did some reading, and I didn't follow my last reading to the T, because there's, again, I'm handling things the way that I know that I've seen success in. Like, it's a medium between this world and that. Like, I can't live my life just solely as like high priestess mode. Like what I'm told, there are certain things that I've learned that I need to integrate and blend between the two of personal experience, and like just that logic of knowing how the inner workings of like this world works, and along with the downloads that I receive. So like if I want to go with a simplified version of like following, they're not really orders, they're just like basically the best suggestions to to move forward with. I would follow whatever it is that I'm told in my from my divine panel, um, in handling like my day-to-day matters or big decisions. However, uh, like, because there's a matter of karma and justice that plays along with it. Like, you're not supposed to like micromanage anything, but like for me, there's no hurt in asking for certain things, especially if they're reasonable. There's no like I need to be able to speak up for myself in a way that like I know that karma comes into play, and I want to believe that people are going to do the right thing, but at the same time I need to speak up for it too. I need to put in my bid and allow for that and see how people digest that. So there's a median between the two, and that's what I did. So I read my cards this morning personally to get an idea for what to expect. Because I'm like, are people freaking playing me again? Because I get the feeling like so anyway, I decided to get back on and do my little short reading here. And so I labeled it Wednesday Warriors. Like I don't know freaking why. I didn't, but I used to do Fitbit and compete with my peers on that, and I did a banging job. Because I'm a little monster. Like while the toast is like running, like I'm running along in place. And I learned that somebody was doing ill workings on me, like early in the morning. They're trying to like again stop my progress according whatever, but like it's just motivating me, and I'm noticing like in hindsight, like after I'm doing these things or while I'm doing these things, that like I'm burping up a storm. Like I didn't feel like all of that bloatedness as I normally do. So there's like subtleties, like, you know, just work on her, just like put this magic on her, but like not too much, just like just a little half a notch or 2 notches down, so she doesn't know the difference and she thinks like, oh, it's maybe just her. So anyway, I'm burping up all of this stuff. I'm like, hey, eat the frog early in the morning and your toast and you'll be good. So that's what's happening. So weekend, instead of it being weekend warriors like Fitbit does, I realized that's where I got it from. So it's Wednesday Warriors. And oh my gosh, let me tell you what this thing shows me. On the right side, first off, it's got the Emperor card. Bada bing, bada boom, right there. On the left side, and that's called propulsion, on the left side is intuition, the Hierophant. So the masculinized version of the High Priestess. Hello. Hello. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. So, it's about, when push comes to shove, it's about laying the law, okay? It's, localized law, these are, it's like localized government. So, contracts, marriage, this is also a teacher, someone that's well respected in the community, or several groupings. This is definitely someone that is well respected. And so there's a mix of church and state on this. Ritual, like religion, daily matters, okay? And then I don't know why I heard small claims court. I don't know if that's the way to put it, but obviously somebody's dealing with that. Yeah, because some people civil marriage or something like that. Yeah, something about that. Anyway, and there's common law marriage. Why am I hearing these things? I don't know. So it's about doing and receiving here, and doing with what you receive here. Because like this Emperor is throwing a boomerang, and right in front of it is or right behind it is the Emperor, or the Hierophant card. So it's receptivity on a higher level, because I'm working now as an emperor. So Wednesday warriors. Okay, what do you want me to know? What do you want me to know? My divine panel. Tell me. This is just for me. I get to claim this one 100%. Well, I always get to, but more so because it's a zero head count on the block. What you got? Oh my God, it's the Empress. Do you see that facing the Two of Pentacles? Things are in balance, obviously. Look what these 4 turned up as. Okay, let's see here. First of all, the Empress. Second of all, the Ace of Swords. She spoke with truth. She spoke the truth. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. You don't need to put any extra work in it. No heavy lifting, Tina. Well, we got your bags for you. Bon voyage. 9 of Swords in reverse. Again, no stress. Tina, meh. You delivered the truth. You're the Empress. You know, some people take advantage of being the Empress, like, or the positioning, and then they just, like, they don't give a fuck. But this is a different thing. Like, you don't have to give a fuck because you're real time earning your spot. It's not like your earnings are in the archive, Tina. You're active. You're good. You know. Your word is not taken for granted, so that's excellent. Being, even though I see a 0 on the head count here, or even like single digit amount of likes in my arena, and even like it is beyond like what I have under 1,000 subscribers. Like, it is like mind blowing to me on the scoreboard that I have I must be like on the dark web or like deep internet, like massive underground tectonic plates, the core of like, what? What is, that's crazy. I should 100% looking at the way things like work in this particular universe. I should be quite flattered that like, things are so weird in the way things play out over here. I should be super flattered that I'm one of the echelon energies that I'm structured to be. I don't want to say blackballed or blacklisted. This is like, it's I'm kept to an isolated community. So again, I really feel like for each member that is a subscriber to my forum, there is at least 10,000, if not 100,000, that those single, you know, persons, that's what they represent. I'm pretty confident at that because if for some reason I don't like, I'm not reading things correctly in this real-time aspect in the now moment, what it tells me is that, like, I'm beyond my time. Like, this is stuff that's like, okay, one thing I'd like to go ahead and correct about my reading yesterday was saying that I'm not, I can't do it alone. It was a slight fib in that, because, like, I don't want to do it alone. You know, like, I want to read it like that because I don't really want to do it alone. But the truth of the matter is that I can do it on my own. But that's not what it's about. The truth of the thing is that that's not really at its prime what it's supposed to be about. It's the opportunity of doing things like community level, that togetherness, that together we can reach that and feel the vibes personally, both collectively and individually based on those inputs. So it, like, in killing that spider, like, it was a dual effort, but I could see that I could do it on my own. So if I were to do it on my own, that, how do I say it? that would signify the kind of like a certain league where you know, people are signified as being beyond their time, visionaries that created imprint that are always referred to, like Einstein, Edison, or, you know, Tesla, or I don't know, you know, like Picasso, or, you know, these particular energetics that not only signify an era that wasn't quite talked about or whatever, but it was just like very revolutionary. So if I am to do it on my own, that would be a clear depiction, like indisputable, of being within that league. So like why am I gonna get all upset about not being treated the same within my time here? Like, when I get to that level, if it were to go down like that, I would be seeing it from like a higher perspective, you know? And so like, I did that. Yeah, you're right. I'm giving high fives in the astral, or, you know, beyond the veil. And so like, and my lineage also, the people that I've affected, like, dude, I'm doing good. But even all the better if it were done like with help, you know? So my part of my lesson is it's not always asking for help. My energetics show that I could use some help. I don't need it, but I could use it. So it's more about being open to it. And that I am. Sam, I am. 15 I am. Excuse me. So, Wednesday Warriors, what do you want me to... my divine panel, what do you want to tell me? What do you want to tell me? Like yesterday, like I told you, things were not happening according to what I imagine them to be, like the progress of them. But again, being open-minded to how things are supposed to transpire. And it's not that I set high goals for myself, or high expectations. It's just I have high expectations for myself. So it's nothing to look down upon if those things are not met in what you timeline them to be. It's just like, okay, that can't happen, so good. Okay, it's just a positive attitude in how to approach them, and then the flexibility is then applied as solve if there's if there's any rough spots, and so to kind of get back into the right place, I organized my paperwork. I put I took out my Post-it note bin out so that I could, you know, timeline, like simplify things, because like once you see a stack of paper and then another stack of paper and another stack of paper, it's like, what? I know I'm an old-fashioned girl who likes the tangible feel of like what I'm working on, but I need to figure this part out, because eventually I'd like to shred this shiz. And so I got the Post-it notes and just like label them with a D, like how I used to old school when I used to handle like a lot of stuff. And so that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. That's why it feels like it's Friday. I'm like, oh, I'm nearing completion. So it's good. I think I'm doing good. What does my divine panel want to tell me about this particular weekend or Wednesday warrior. Holy smokes. That's one. Look at that. Pizza pie on the top. The universe, consecration. Walk that red carpet. You're shedding your old skins. That is the world card. Two of Wands. You size things up correctly, Tina. Queen of Cups. And the King of Pentacles. This is good. You're in the fields. You're in the vibe. You're in the now moment of big boss energy. Look at that. Look at that. You're doing fantastic, Tina. Fan-freaking-tastic. You know, if you want to walk the red carpet, you can do that. That's a suggestion. That's your energetic. But you know what? You can also take a rest. You can also take a break. You can lay on the carpet. That's your red carpet, Tina. Or you want to transform that red carpet into like a flying carpet, magic carpet. Being the Queen of Cups, you can do so. It's all good. This is good. So consecration, that's like initiation, blessing, sacredness of the walk, the catwalk. Meow. That was not the best meow, was it? Not as accurate. But it's okay. You get the picture. Then Dominion, Two of Wands. You size things up correctly. Packaged with the red boat. Yeah, red boat, for sure. Then Fascination as a Queen of Cups. People are definitely entranced by what you can do with how intuitive you are and those applications. Like, it's one thing to receive, but to know what to do with that ish. And to do it Tina's way. So good. And the motivation, King of Pentacles, right there. So this is the storybook as it is right now. It's fantastic. It's super fantastic. All right, so I think that's it for now. I know that I'm supposed, like, I got all the signs like it was instantaneous. That's what was happening, instantaneous. I was just jogging in place, waiting for my bread to toast, and the water filtration thing to fill up, and like it was so simple. It wasn't like I was okay, what should I do now? It just kind of like all worked out, and so that's how I knew like workings were. I didn't have to like focus on like, oh, who's hating on me now? How are they hating? Like, what's happening? Like, fuck that, you know? I'll find out like in transit when I cross that bridge without even like when I'm crossing that bridge, knowing that I'm getting to another place, doing my thing, and then I see the trolls under the bridge, like, oh, that's you know, in passing. So that's what's happening there. It's naturally happening. Bottom of the deck, Archpriestess. I didn't know. I know. It's the High Priestess. Dissolution. It's like, it's magic. Dissolution. That's disintegrating the particles. So it's moving from water state, again, like the pull of everything. There's some kind of like a drought. Like, I have so much pull as the High Priestess that I can create a drought. I can to see like what lays beyond. Like, you can't hide from me, dude. I have that much pull. And so I don't mean that like as like a flex. I mean that more as fact. I got my alarm going, but again, I don't mean that as a flex. I mean that as fact, which is actually more flex than ever. So this is definitely like, I can create a drought. I have that much pull in order to see like what's lingering about. Hold on, what's going on here? This is so weird. That was the weirdest thing. I had like this picture-in-picture thing. It was the craziest thing. So I'm going to say it for the third time. I guess it's an affirmation because I don't know if it's quite getting it here, but I do have an huge pull here, a massive amount of pull. And again, that magic carpet thing, except it's green now. Like, I get to take my piece of lawn with me. The grass is, this is knowing that the grass isn't greener on the other side. I've already got, like, some lush greenery on the patch that I'm working on. So I can take that with me wherever. It's freaking, it's magical. The pull in that. So again, I can lay out like this, like play mat, like you see, she has strings like it's a sleigh, but it looks like a play mat with like battleships and all of that. So I can create a drought, and see what's there, and I can pull back the water in as needed. So this is moving from like water state to gaseous state to so ultimately, you know, when I feel that like major, like certain workings are done on me, I can feel the bloating right here. And what they're showing me is that in the description of water state to dissolve into gaseous particles, and they're showing me the star basically right there within a similar area, that I can do that too. I've confiscated those powers from people. I forget, that's the freaking bonus round still. This is a long ass bonus round, but I get to do that. And in fact, this is the ideation, the creation of upcoming generations. And it's building that intuition so that collectively I'm storing that for our newer generation, that they are pre-programmed within my power to not succumb to the bullshitteries of battle shipperies, you know what I mean? So these are the untouchables. these are my this is what I'm building. That's crazy. It's good. I don't know why I see it like Einstein the dog in what do you call it, in, is it Back to the Future? You see the puppet face right up there. Dissolution, Archpriestess. So that's the bottom of the deck. Top of the deck, we got Three of Pentacles in reverse. Talk about dissolving. It says Foundation here on the bottom. It's in reverse. So it's the creation of that. It's getting to the bottom of things and the nitty-gritty of things without being a bottom feeder. Like I can look at things from a higher level perspective and study them from there. Yeah, this is saying that I'm growing. I want to know what's beneath the Three of Pentacles. Can I know? Can I find out? Ace of Wands in reverse. So, this is about, again, this is about being selfish, holding it to myself. This is Wednesday Warrior, your magic to yourself, Tina. It's doing your abracadabra in your own quarters. Knight of Cups, right behind the Archpriestess. So I do have, actually, like, a lot of, not just admirers, but people who are action-oriented that will carry out things for me. This is how they can give back the IOUs without being like in your face, you know. But you'll see the results of it because it's conviction. Right behind the High Priestess. That's what I got holding it down for me. That's cool. For sure. That's interesting. Six of Cups, for sure. I've got multiples of them. That's awesome. Well, thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. And like I said, you know what? Every time I have to exit a certain atmosphere based on in not being safe, or like it not being favorable to what, you know, to it's just not acceptable to my standards, my inputs. So it's no insult, it's just a mismatch in energy on a collective basis. So anytime that I have to, because I am thankful for every place that I've been to and through, and the learnings from that, because essentially not only did I grasp the learnings and the experience of it, and the magic of it all in its varying aspects, but I also gained a shiz ton of allies. And I did not even expect that. And that's what it's showing me here, that along the way, I have I don't want to say earned, because like I don't want to, it's not so much as they are a commodity, but it's like I unexpectedly was granted basically the inner keys to gaining not just the insights, but like people who are energetics that are on board with me, those you would not even expect, or so that's a very big gift, I would say. So that's awesome. All right, my Wednesday warriors, what doing the work, that are like trying their best, like seriously, they are trying. They are putting in the effort. So what is my divine panel? What is their takeaway? Page of Wands, equivocation. There, you know what I'm hearing? Gonna search them, gonna find them. Da, da, da. I don't know. It's an old song. It's a cute song. I like it. I forget what they say, but that's, oh, there's also an Anteater here. So Anteater is a certain mascot for certain things, teams, sports, schools. Yeah, definitely. So there's that. You'll know what that applies to. It could also resemble a spirit totem, like Under Fire, Grace Under Fire. But Page of Wands, so it is starting up, and I'm hearing Rolling Stones, Start Me Up. So this is a very, very good energy in cranking that. Like, this is a good go. Yeah, these are good energetics. So you're acknowledged by the divine panel as such, and so the once recognized, especially like basically as an affiliate, that's a blessing on its own. So there's 3 signatures here, like 3 plumes, like in its inkwell. Do you see that? Right there. But it's also giving like the peacock like feathers, but not quite there. It's like the Roadrunner. Do you like the Roadrunner's tail in Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, basically? I think, is that Looney Tunes? I think so. Anyway, that's what it's showing me here. But there's like 3 sprints or 3 goes at things. There are 3 things, or yeah, something like that. You'll know what that means, but primarily that's 3 signatures right there. So you can look beyond that now, because that's already transpired. So something's in progress. Like, I asked for you guys, but then like somehow it's also pertaining to me. Anyway, what is our takeaway, huh? What is our takeaway? Compensation in reverse, 6 of Pentacles. Again, it's about receiving. It's noticing that there's an imbalance that needs to be paid up for, basically. 6 of Pentacles upright is like, oh, you have enough to like give to other people too, because you have enough for yourself. So it's like you're giving to others that are less fortunate. But when it's in reversal, you can imagine what that means. It's it's Yoda energy. Like I just have enough for me at this time, and I don't even know if it's enough. So I'm going to be in receptivity mode, if anything. Yeah, I'm not going to give any extras, which includes, like, this no chat feature is working very well for me. Like, if anybody wants to communicate, they can email me, they can drop a comment in the like, you know what I mean? Like, there are various ways. There's been like 1 or 2 people that have commented on my thing. So, like, in truthful aspect, it's not that nobody comments on my stuff. It's just like, it's pretty insane to me that's and so, yeah, I am thankful for getting responses, but in the real life scenario of how big this world is, it's just insane to me that even people with, like, side off or fake accounts or whatever, like, I'm not even getting a response from them, even though I know I'm being viewed by them. So it's just I don't know. I'm gonna accentuate certain features where it's more like conserving my energetics. Okay, that's where I'm coming from on that. Okay, so what is just my takeaway? I get to get 3. One is 2 of Swords. The ships that are in, but this is something like concurrence. A lot of things are happening all at once. These are different ships. There's like Viking, pirate, and like port ships, like bringing cargo ships. Like there's 3 ships coming in. It's like the Nina, Pinta, and Santa Maria, but it's like the 3 wise men coming in with like just different gifts. It's crazy. So I want to get a clarifier for that. Like, does it mean that I'm blocked? Or no. Art, this is verification in reverse. So they're checking my background. This is temperance in reverse. So there's things that are being like ratioed out. I don't know. There's something about checking my background. This could be like a job thing. Like they're doing a background check almost to verify what's going to be brought in for me between the 3 or all 3 or what sequence. There's something about that. So there's something happening behind closed doors. That is my takeaway there. Takeaway number 1. Takeaway number 2 for the Empress Hills. Transformation, death. Can I get a confirmation, like a clarification, clarify for that deal. The devil in reverse. Okay, some old things are being buried that belong, you know, in the transmutation process of like the burial thing. So this is not obsessing about what needs to be transformed in me. Yeah. So this is hopeful because this means that I'm just elevating, you know, shedding old skin. So it's real time happening, and you just allow it to happen. Like if you get a sunburn, you're not supposed to like you know, to scab it off. You just like what naturally comes off you can peel off, but you're not supposed to like exfoliate, you know, you're not supposed to like aggravate whatever's supposed to come off. It's supposed to come off naturally. When it's ready, it's ready, you know? So, but rest assured, Tina, it's happening. Okay. 3rd takeaway. What's my 3rd takeaway? Reservation, Page of Pentacles. So it's about like, instead of like riding the wave, it's like riding the crevice. What the fuck? it's it's um it's kind of bridging the gap between both worlds, but it's like ping ponging, like do 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 do. So I get to traverse between both worlds, and it might be like a little jagged, but it's I get to be the bridge between those two. And this is like, this ride can only hold one person. So my pentacle, like my investment in starting something, is having like this crazy scenic view, like Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, you know. Yeah, I'm 100%, that's what it is. Yeah. So I get to get a 4th takeaway because I remember it on my, like, as a bonus card on my doing side as a warrior. I got the Emperor, so I get to do it. I get to do it. Okay, 4th card. 9 of Cups, satiety. Just be happy with what you're doing. Like, all your inputs is putting you rock-a-bye, baby. Yeah. Okay. It's it felt inverted, but I picked it up in reversal. So again, in your now moment, be happy with it, but there's always more that can be done and you could be happy with. So it's just getting through your blessings rather than just counting them. But like, you can count them and go to sleep, but like executing, like being immersed in them, will essentially put you to sleep. As the Emperor, it's sleep well earned. Okay. I got a little bite and itchy right there. I can feel it. All right, that's it for now. Thanks very much for all donations provided in light and love and of light and love that reciprocate equally. Now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, from those who call upon, cast, generate, bring, or any variation thereof, ill will, intent, and or entities, to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit and Archangel Michael's blue flame, for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, which compliments me really well. Yes, to be refortified within me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, and no attachment, with the exception of all bonus points included. Okay, so upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of roll out in light and love. I close the portals in this reading now.